Welcome to SKML Chess Academy YouTube channel. I wish all my subscribers and viewers a happy new year. Here as a new year resolution, I want to improve my rating 100 points in this year. So for that, to realize my goals, I made a study guide and this study guide will be reviewed after 1 month. So my parameter for reviewing the my study guide, whether it is working or not, is one is whenever I see a position on board on chessboard, whether I could evaluate the position and say that whether white wins, black wins, or is it a draw? And can I see white or black, which has the space advantage or static advantage or dynamic advantages? So like this, all these strategic elements, tactical elements, and openings, especially the openings which I practice. For example, for E4 against E4, I am going to study Caro-Can. So whenever I see some games played by GMs, a Caro-Can, would I be able to see the plans from both white and black side? And can I play the middle game which is arising comfortably or not? And what is the end game after this opening? Can I guess the end game? It's not a guess actually, it is intuition. You see, chess is basically intuition and calculation. Everywhere you cannot calculate. And some positions you have to take a strategic decisions. So what I want is whether whatever my mind has to take a decision and I have to deduce this decision making skill from the knowledge I have. Because gathering information without ability to process the information is of no use. So after 1 month, I review on this basis and see if any changes to be made to the plan. So let us start. What is my plan? Here you can see on Monday, I choose a Caro-Can 1 variation plus 5 games to study in the same variation. For example, Caro-Can advanced variation, I will study the moves E4, E6, D4, D5. So afterwards, I will see the moment he played E5, then I will see that where to develop my bishop, where to develop my minor pieces and all. I study up to 8 to 10 moves. Then I observe some of the games played by great grandmasters and I go through very quickly all these 5 games. Then note down that where are this, what are the good squares for these minor pieces, and what are the basic pawn movements made in that, especially in Caro-Kann or anyone that C5 pawn movement. When did he try that? Because this C5 movement, C5 push can be given earlier at the stage or little after consolidating your till you finish your minor piece development and connecting the two rooks after castling, all these processes. And also we have to make sure that which side we are going to castle. Black is castle. These are all the my ideas. Then I observe the same ideas from the grandmaster's game, and I will see the middle game which is arisen from this in the during the grandmaster games. Can I understand the elements? Can I, especially in E5, they get space advantage. So how do they negotiate the space advantage? How do they negotiate the threats? These are all the elements I study when from the games. It is a basic is you may not be practicing Carrocan, you may be practicing French, or you may be practicing Sicilian. So the main difference here is defense against e4. So when opponent plays e4, what is the opening you are going to play? Please practice that one variation from that. Sicilian, you have so many variations. So pick up one and practice that, and also observe 5 games. And especially if it is annotated, it is very good. Then afterwards, Tuesday, I made a for a week program. Tuesday strategy one element practice. You know that strategy have a 4 elements like material, space, time, and pawn structure. So I choose one of these. Then I study about that, and I pick up some positions. Try to observe that element. What is the when you have a material advantage? Even a pawn, even a pawn can be your material advantage. So, can you convert this into a win or not? That is what I am going to study. And suppose you are pawn down. So, how to negotiate? How to play in a weaker position? That is my Tuesday plan. And next is Wednesday. I prefer it for tactics. You see, basically, you can adjust this according to your wish. Actually, chess improvement is identify your weak element and work on it. So it is not that I can do tactics up to some level, so I am good at tactics. Always the tactics are elements. If you don't practice it, if you don't see the board, you may miss the tactical element. So for this Wednesday, I'm going to practice 10 positions. One position each from each element, like pin, fork, double attack. I preferably say for beginners, you please focus on the double attack. The more you do the double attack, your game will improve, and especially your elo rating will improve drastically. That is my Wednesday program. Whereas I scheduled it for tactics. Then, if you see on Thursday, 10 positions from end games. Especially, I am going to see some of the. Now I choose each time, each choose Thursday, one particular point. Like now today, I'm going to do the rook and games because rook and games there are rules are formulated. Short hand, long hand. You place your defender king cannot be placed in front of the pawn promotion pawn. Then you have to put it on the short side and you put on the rook on the uh, longer side, so you can deliver checks from the longer side. Like place your rook behind the pawn for the promotion. Like these elements, so I will study 10 positions from the end games. And in this, I also see some positions where grandmasters, although they know these rules and how they missed out. Because that is those games are because you can very well confuse in the end games, especially in rook end games. That area I want to work out on the Thursday. Now, when you see Friday, again, now I am working on if I play with white pieces, which opening I should play. So if I am playing a d4 opening, so after I play d4, opponent can play anything. There is a Volga Gambit, Jack Bononi, Dutch defense, d5, Reti opening, King's Indian defense, or Grunfeld, anything he can play. So I choose one variation and I work on it and I observe 5 games from that variation. That is the Friday. So Saturday, E4 repertory one variation. You may wonder why I am studying both the E4 and D4. You see, E4 and D4, I want to become a universal player because any position on board, I should be able to solve it. So I want to come out of my comfort zone and put some effort in learning the openings and how I pick up. You see, when I play E4 and all, I observe what the opponent is playing. If I lose a game in my E4, I'll see which opening he played and I will try to play that opening as a black. So there is a continuous improvement in my plans, and I will check till the basic idea is understanding of the game. You may win some games by trick. In one of the in future videos, I will give you some games in the from tournament games which I played. I won very. I win, that win is very lucky win. I don't consider it as a win because if I understand a chess position, that will be more. It will give me more joy than a unpredicted win or lucky win. Now let us see what I am going to do on Sunday. Sunday visualization practice 1 hour and defense against d4 one variation. Suppose my partner if he plays d4, what defense I should play? That variation, one variation, suppose Grunfeld or King's Indian defense or Old Indian defense also I can play. You see, I will explore these openings to understand what are the ideas behind that openings. And there is a Nimjo Indian defense against d4. These are all some of the famous. These are the famous openings. So I will go through this and also observe 5 games. These 5 games, why I write is our national coach because he given training to so many national players. GM Ramesh sir, he advised to study at least 5 games in the opening where you want to play. Although he suggested practice this every day, as we are not uh, very professionals. We play for fun, and at the same time we want to improve our game. So for this, I pick up a weekly schedule and I arrange it this way. In future, if I find any weaker area, then I will include in my program. This is the my weekly routine. Now, here in this, you can see I made study schedule from January 1 to 4, 2006, 26. Thursday, so today I am going to do 10 endgame positions, especially rook endgames. Then Friday, D4 openings. I will I will play how to play against a Volga Gambit or that is what I am planning. Tomorrow again I review and may change to either Jack Bononi or Volga Gambit. First I will see how to play against sidelines. Then Saturday, how to play E4 one variation plus 5 games. So here I may choose E4, E5. Real Lopez is very lengthy variation. So in Real Lopez also you cannot play all the variations. So you have to choose whether you want to play Berlin or Marshall. Because Marshall is avoided by white player because black gets a very good advantage. Berlin defense also black plays it, so you can play anti-Berlin line. So that's all. Because if suppose your opponent plays Berlin, how to play against Berlin, how to play against Rai Lopez Marshall variation, how to play against Italian, these are all the things I'll see. I'll pick up one variation and study 5 games in the Saturday. And Sunday, there is a visualization practice. Also, defense against D4, one variation plus 5 games. Here, here I am playing as a black against D4. Here I may play Dutch defense, Stonewall Dutch, or I may play Kings Indian defense or Nimjo Indian defense. So one of the thing I will choose and select. For improvement of visualization practice, I prefer one website is available. Tomorrow I will tell that website name. Here, when you go, it is a TV. There, there are exercises which will improve your visualization skills. Like you have to play some games without seeing, so they will give some positions. You visualize in your mind and tell that answer after playing the moves in your mind. Although, and again, they will say some square. What is the color of the square? That is one more exercise. And another exercise is they move the knight from one square to another square with the shortest routes and all. So you have to visualize all these things in your mind. And in my when I am saying I will discuss this weekly. So weekly Monday I'll put this schedule and I will discuss what I am going to do. And according to your choices, you can make slight change and go ahead. So I wish a very, very happy and prosperous new year to all our subscribers and viewers of this SKML Chess Academy channel. Then I also tell, mm, suggest you to make some resolution. Don't worry whether first of all, we have to start. Make some resolution. Stick to it. Okay. Sometimes due to other various reasons, we may not continue, but again, come back to that. So that resilience should be there. We should not give up because it helps us to play inferior position on chess also. That's all in this video. Wishing you one more time a happy and prosperous new year. Bye.